Hi guys, welcome back. For as long as my channel has existed, I always been making videos on individual riding skills. And even though they're all logically connected, I never actually made an effort to show you how they come together to help us maintain and improve on the fundamental riding. So today I'm going to do something differently. I'm going to show you my typical practice session and you will see how they build up on each other. So let's start just with some warm-ups. Typically, just turn the wheel, lean the bike, feel it. There is no specific exercise or anything, just start feeling the bike. Have fun with it. For colder weather, it helps to put some warmth in your tires as well. Just do maybe a couple of laps, just to feel it again. And then we start with the first exercise, and in this case, this is slalom. Slalom helps you to work on balance. It was somebody having fun here. So let's start with slalom. Slalom helps you to work on balance, clutch control, and speed control. This particular one, I designed with cones, and I put them 2 parking spots away from each other. Should be comfortable for any rider of any level. And remember the drill. You have to be on the back of each cone, look ahead, maintain your speed with slipping clutch. If you did not see those videos yet, make sure to check those designated video skills. They are available in the description and above. If you feel comfortable with slalom, you can shorten it. For example, you can try to go around every parking slot. But go at your speed. Don't push it too hard. Just challenge yourself enough to have fun. So let's move to figure eights. Figure eights help us to work on balance, clutch control, and looking ahead. Start with wide, basic figure eight. Make it wide and easy. You see how it builds on slalom? You're still turning, you're still leaning, but you're keeping the turns much longer. Make sure to turn your head and look where you want to be, not where you are right now. As you feel more and more comfortable, start tightening this together. So you saw that I started with six parking slots. Now I can transition to a smaller radius. You see what's happening. I need to lean bike more, I need to turn steering more, I have to more actively work the clutch. And remember to use the rear brake. This is your anchor, this is your balance of the bike. We just did figure eights, now let's transition to circles. Circles are absolutely ideal for isolating and perfecting lean and clutch control. Start with 3 slots at least. Make sure you're comfortable, maintain the lean, maintain the speed. As you feel more and more comfortable, start tightening it more. Make sure to practice in both directions. Typically favor one side, so work in both. If you feel more comfortable with both directions, start really tightening it. But again, do it at your own speed, at your own rate of comfort. Ideally, I want you to be able to get to the lock zone and keep it there. Don't forget about rear brake. This is your balance, this is your anchor. Really helpful in keeping the bike steady. So next exercise is slow race. Slow race is incredibly important for understanding overall balance of the bike, clutch and throttle control, and usage of the rear brake. In a nutshell, it might appear a little bit counterintuitive or not even clear what you're doing here, but the goal is simple. You're trying to keep as slow speed as possible navigating the course. So, to actually exercise, we start with some comfortable speed, like walking speed, and then decrease it to as slow as we can, but still keeping the bike straight and still going where you want to go. You see that I'm using clutch in the friction zone. I'm keeping something in the bank with my throttle. And and you can't see it, but I'm dragging my rear brake. So I want to show you from this angle. I can't say enough how valuable this skill is, especially for really heavy traffic or navigating tight spaces as you ride. So now we are switching to U-turns. U-turns is one of the maneuvers that is most practical and most frequently needed for daily riding. You frequently have to turn around and you need to be able to do this easy. So like anything else, we start with wider turns. You see that I'm using 3 parking spots right now. I'm working on my balance, on clutch control, and rear braking. Really important is where you're looking. Make sure that once you come to the point where you really need to start steering, you look at the very end of the exit. And here, turn my head, turn. As you get more and more comfortable, you start tightening the turning radius. So we were doing 3 spots. Let's do this in 2. Always remember to practice both directions. Start with the wider circle. Look where you're going with the bike. Up to the point of a turn, turn your head, turn. So the last exercise that I want to wrap up with today is emergency braking. This is one of the most critical skills that we all have to maintain and keep it sharp. We all hope never to use it, but we should be always ready to use it. We start with getting close to 20 miles per hour. You apply both brakes. You remember that 80% of braking is done with the front brake, 20 is with your rear. Practicing this skill will help you understand the braking distance, will also help you understand the traction of your tires. Make sure to stop with full control of the bike. There should be no moving of the bike side to side. Should be nice and controlled. And you see, I can't reach to the ground, so I always have to know which foot to put down. Just tiptoeing in my case. That's all, guys. So you saw that it took roughly 15 to 20 minutes for the entire training session. All it takes a little bit of time and empty space to practice, and if you can find a parking lot, that would be fantastic. Start with elementary, simple version of each exercise and work your way up to the more advanced versions. And I hope everyone can find time and space to do this and do it as frequently as you can. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Your comments always help me understand what skills to cover next. And thank you for watching.